keep on the joyful track if we can, and ask you, as somebody from the Pacific, whether you think, or what you would like to say or ask of individuals in terms of their supporting the Pacific, supporting climate action, and what individuals like myself or anyone who's watching can do to make sure that we keep Tuvalu above the sea, which would be a good start.
Thank you. Someone from Tuvalu, I sometimes get asked this question a lot, like what would my message be to the world? What would I want the people to know? Before I used to say a lot, but now I see a lot of what is happening in the world. And I also know that there's so much happening around the world. There's wars, there's conflicts, there's so many political instability in a lot of parts of the world. I see that this is happening, but in my part of the world, climate change is happening. So I don't want to call out to the world leaders anymore, because I will just end up being disappointed. I want to channel my messages to the youth, not just the youth. If you're young at heart, you're a youth. So I want to channel my message to you that we are the change. We make change and we make things happen. And I see what young people can do around the world, and I see how they come together to make things happen. And we are the doers. So I am a part of you as well. I'm calling out to you, the youth, to help us in this call in trying to find justice during this climate crisis for our people. We want to survive. I want to survive. I want my genealogy to survive. I want my Tuvalu to survive. And if we love this world and this planet, we need to save the Pacific. We need to save Tuvalu if you want to save the world. So if you want to save the world, you need to save Tuvalu first, and in all of the small island developing states who are affected, heavily affected by this climate crisis. You can do so much. Even also, I would also like to thank them, because I see familiar faces, but there are some faces that I never thought they knew about us and our situation. So those unfamiliar faces, I am grateful for. I am grateful for them. I am grateful for their lives. I'm grateful for their hearts, their faith, and their ability and their strength. And of course, I'm grateful of the youth. So we are in Tuvalu, even though we are in the other part of the world. We see you, we hear you. Thank you so much for what you are doing, and keep on doing, and keep on supporting us. And please, if you feel you can go and take power, authority in your government, do it, because with a heart like yours, you can change so many lives. So yeah.
Beautifully said, beautifully put. I think I've got one last question for you, which I put to everyone, and that is more of an individual question in terms of what keeps you hopeful, what keeps you motivated, knowing that, okay, we can tackle this, we can make change. What's your sort of feeling?
Thank you. So I am an auntie to 4 nieces and 1 nephew. Sorry, I always get emotional. Every day I take them swimming, and I'm the adult. And because of the innocence of a child, they ask me all sorts of questions. And with the because of the climate crisis, they don't have the same privilege that I had when I was a child. They can't do the same things that I enjoyed when I was a child because there's so many changes. They can't stay long in the sea. They can't stay long outside because temperatures are really high, and also because the sea gets really high as well. Everything just goes high. But because of them, they are my drive, and my family is my drive because I believe that we have taken so much from the land and from the sea and from Mother Nature itself. But I don't want to be selfish. Selfish, like I take so much from it that I don't give back as well. So this is the feeling that I have because I want my 5 nieces and 1 nephew to enjoy Tuvalu like I did, and I want them to have the love for Tuvalu like I do, and I want them to, because I don't, sometimes I just think that they are too pure-hearted, they are too good-hearted. So instead of us continuing this fight until they are of age, instead of continuing this fight, I want this fight to end, and everything would be sorted out before they age to the age when and wait like for them to be youths. I don't want them to get stressed out. I don't want them to cry in an international stage just because people can't listen to them. So I don't want them to fight because they are meant to enjoy the world. So instead of that happening, I am fighting for them, and I want this fight to stop in the near future before my nieces and my nephew become the youth. So yeah.
I think myself and probably everyone who's just listened to that is feeling rather moved at this moment. I can definitely adhere to the fact that it's getting very hot, having spent January in Fiji where it was burning hot. So I can see how it most definitely, for small children going out to play, it's going to inevitably affect them. And I'm feeling very, very moved right now. So thank you very, very much for sharing your insights into life in Tuvalu, life in the Pacific, how climate change is affecting you. I hope that everybody who's watching is listening to this thinking, how can I take action? What can I do to help or change the way I live just to make sure I reduce my carbon footprint a little more? And hopefully maybe some important people are listening as well who can take up the cause as well. So thank you very, very much for coming and talking to me today. For everyone who's watching, this will be available on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, all of the social media that we are currently connected to. So we shall see you all in the next installment.